Island's Claudia Jordan asking you to support a fellow Rhode Islander and check out Remi TV. That's right, Remi TV.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Maya, and you were tuned into Remi TV.
Hey you guys, your girl Tahiri, and I had an amazing time. Shout out to Remi TV.
What's up? It's your boy Slim 112. Hey, this is Remi TV.
What's up, y'all? This your boy Wyclef Jean. Y'all watching Remi TV.
Hey, what's going on? This your boy Rel from NEXT. For the best interviews, local and international, check out my girl Remi right now, right here, Remi TV. Brother, baby. Peace.
What's up, y'all? This your boy Deron from 112 checking in. You already know what it is. You watching Remi TV.
Yo, check this out.
Where
This
positivity
your boy Happy
lives.
representing infamous Small Deep, and right now you watching Remi TV.
What's going on, everybody? You're watching another episode of Remi TV. Today I have Dante Martin. He's an entrepreneur, he's a business owner, and a lot more. So we're gonna get to know him a little bit more. How you doing?
Wonderful, and yourself?
Good, good. Thanks for coming on the show today.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
So the first question I wanted to ask you, right? You're not originally from Rhode Island, you're from New York City. So what was it like growing up in New York City for you, and what made you move down to Rhode Island?
Well, to answer the second part, my mother moved me out here. She said it was a better living. But growing up in New York, the foundation and the diversity that I learned was great, because I was growing up around Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Jamaicans. So, and they always instilled, like the Jamaicans instilled in me, like, let your word be your bond, something that you realize that I keep. So I don't know, because I haven't really met people that instilled that principle being in Rhode Island, but being in New York, that was something that I always kept with me. And that's what a lot of my friends, like even some that's from New York, and I met them out here, they'd be like, yo, you a man of your word. So that was the beauty of growing up there.
That's dope. And you recently had a album release party, right? Which
Yes,
I hosted,
Marta,
which I had
baby.
the opportunity to host.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that project and, you know, what inspired you to write that?
Well, I wanted to bring forth a message. It's my first LP. Like, everybody always told me they wanted me to come up with an LP, an album. So I was just like, if I want to do something, I want to have significance. I wanted people to be able to take something from it. So as I was recording, I was like, I want to have fun. I wanted to challenge myself, but I also wanted to have a message, because we know that the George Floyd thing, like in the song Marta, I actually mentioned these things. And then I'm also talking about like how did Jesse Jackson and them actually really help us in our process of becoming the people that we are. So if you actually go listen to the lyrics of that song and the words, you can actually hear I'm saying, like, I say, since civil rights, this all we have left, you know what I mean? So I'm really trying to portray a message, project a story to people so that they can understand, like, you can complain about who's not doing something, but until you do something, what are we really accomplishing? That's why in the beginning when you hear, you're either amongst one or you are one.
Right.
Martyr.
Right. I think that's dope. And you have a mix CD coming out soon. Can you tell us about that?
The Enterprise and Corleone Records. We're working on that's TJ and DJ Roy. We coming out with a mix CD. Basically, we haven't did music together, so we just came together to do some music. We got Country Buck on it as well. That's the first artist from the Enterprise. So we just trying to have some fun. We just trying to show people that Rhode Island got talent, and until we unify, that's why me and TJ came together. Until we unify, we really ain't gonna get where we want to go. Yeah. So that's what we basically showing with this CD, that we're unifying, we're bringing other people's in, and we're gonna have a great time with it. You're gonna really believe me. There's songs, they not even out yet, and people already got them on rotation. Like, yo, this song is fire. So I'm glad they receiving it well already.
And I know you don't curse in your music, right?
No.
Is that because you used to be a Christian artist? Does that have to do with it?
Yeah, it does have to do with my belief. Like, and another thing is too, if you notice when most people curse, it could be form of expression, but most people curse and they cursing in anger. So my thing was, I want to express myself without showing that anger, because if I do curse, that means I'm angry, but I don't curse in my music because, one, I want people to be able to receive the message that I'm actually saying, whether I'm doing a party song or whether I'm doing a conscious song. Where I always say, I'm not a conscious rapper, I'm a rapper with a conscience. I'm not a Christian rapper, I'm a rapper that's Christian. But I walk with God. I don't really put a title on myself. I walk with God, and I'm gonna always, that's why you don't see me with tattoos. I'm gonna always keep my faith and my belief, because without God, I don't know what I would have accomplished in my life. So everything that you see on that table was accomplished through my faith. So what person would I be without God?
Right.
We don't know.
Would you ever consider going into gospel music?
Well, I've been there. And to be honest with you, it's worse than the secular music, as they would say, because they could get you in Jesus' name. But I'm not going to say everyone's bad. Because I've been to award shows and everything, and I've seen things that I was like, this doesn't glorify God. When I was in Atlanta for an award show, if it was about bringing people to Christ, you know what I didn't see at all, an altar call or nobody praying for each other. It was all about the awards and trying to sell music and everything. And I was just like, nah, I don't want to be a part of this because I'm not really in it for the accolade. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, accolades will come.
And I was going to say that, like, why is being spiritual so important? Why is having a relationship with God so important to you?
To be honest, if God is this entity that we cannot control, we cannot see, but know the beginning and end, why am I going to argue with such a force?
Right.
So if you know I was going to be here and I was going to be doing this interview with you, I didn't know this, but look, it's happening. But why? Because again, me and you, we have a great relationship because I keep it professional. And there's a lot of times in the industry, a lot of people try to do phony moves and move funny, and it messes up relationships. So again, my discipline and my principles keep me like, nah, respect women, respect the people that you work with. Even if they don't like you, still have a form of respect for them, because you never know, maybe down the line, you may help them or they may help you. So that's why I always try to keep my discipline, be courteous to people. Even if I don't agree with you, I will agree to disagree.
Right.
So I believe that having a relationship with God, because when you know God, you get to know yourself, and you ask yourself, like, why did I do what I did before? And it will make you a better person, not just man or woman. It'll make you a better person, because think about it. Like I told you before, I try not to have sex before marriage. How many people got caught up in either emotional of the relationship, a STD, and children out of wedlock? So it's like, that's a form of discipline. I was like, I want my children to have both parents. So if I didn't have spirituality, would I have multiple kids?
Right.
Multiple mothers? Who knows? So that's why I said that's how important spirituality is to me.
That makes sense. Would you want to collaborate with anybody in the gospel music industry? And also, who would you collaborate in hip hop?
I would collab with anybody. Like I collab with Fliz, an artist named Fliz, Charles Brown, CLBMG, TJ Saws, Country Buck. Yeah, that's all in-house, but we wasn't all in-house. We all came together.
Right.
I would collab with anybody that has a meaning with the music, because the music has a message. And if you're saying something in your music, even if you're partying, because again, people don't always want to just be hearing somebody like conscious them to death. So even if you're having a party song, at least if it has meaning to it, I would love to work with a person. Like I know if there's a singer that could bring my words alive and everything, I would love to collab with a singer, male or female, because again, they may bring an element of dimension that I couldn't bring with the song. So it take it to that another level, because like the song that y'all heard before or after, I'm Him, like what brings that song to life? When I'm saying, feeling old, want someone to make you feel, so it gives it a different dimension to that actual words of what I'm saying, so.
Right.
Anybody that want to, because it's about who want to work with you. You know this. It's about who want to work with you, and do they want to help you get to the next level, or do you just want to work with them to have fun with each other? So that's like what we doing right now.
Right. And I know you took a little small break from doing music.
Small?
Yeah, you took a short break, right? You took a short break.
Long break.
What made you say, nah, I got to get back in there?
Well, to be honest, an artist named Fliz, he keeps my voice alive. When he doing his album or a project, he always come and get me on selective songs, and every song was a home run. Every song we do was a home run. So when he came and picked me up one particular time, he was playing beats, and I was telling him, you should get this artist on the beat. And he was just like, well, I'm not using that beat. I will, and I got the artist on the beat. That's on the album Martyr. This is what made me. So when you got people that believe in you and they want to see the best for you, it's a motivation that makes you be like, you know what? I want to do this for them. Because that's one of the reasons why I came back. I was just like, he wants me out, I'm going to come back outside with him. But other than that, as you know, the politics of music, I really ain't for it. It's like, I don't need music or anything to get where I need to go in life. And I'm not trying to put it down like saying that other people do. I don't know their situation, but I know in my situation, music is basically an extension of the person that I am. And that's why you could hear it in this interview, you could hear it in my music that I enjoy it because I'm in a good position in life without music. So I buy and pay for everything I did. My first album, my first CD that I came out with, I should have bought it for you, but I'm gonna make sure you get it. I was 22 years old when I executive produced that first CD. I put 3 other artists in the studio. I paid for everything, it getting pressed up. This is before anybody even heard of stuff like this. I pressed it up. I paid for the studio time. I had it professionally done. I had a Grammy Award winner do the mastering of it. So again, I just did it because I wanted it to be the best project, and that's what a lot of industry people, when they heard it, it was like, you're mixing and mastering is outrageous. And that's what you want, the professionalism. So
right.
That's why
I agree with that.
Yes.
I can agree with that. And you're also a business owner. You have a label, right?
Well, we working on that.
Oh, you're working on a label.
But you could say so, speaking into existence. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Yes, we so what happened is, I always tell people, y'all always trying to get signed. Why don't you create your own label? And I shout out to those that have done that already. But what I did was, there was artists that couldn't get their foot in the door. So I was just like, well, I know how to get you in the position. So you know what we're gonna do? We came out with the label called The Enterprise off our podcast, Don't Get Emotional. And we got our first artist, Country Buck. Shout out to CJ. We came together with an idea in December, and look at what we already established so far.
Right.
So he's our first artist. We already did his video. He already performed twice in Rhode Island, even though he's from Alabama. Matter of fact, he's gonna come on your show. We're working on that as well. So it's like, instead of sitting up there saying what we don't have, focus on what you do have and make it work for you and others.
Right. And before you sign anyone, what type of artist are you typically looking for? Like, what kind of vibes are you looking for in an artist?
Something different from what I present. Because you don't want to, it's like, I think music should be like a buffet. When you go to a buffet, they have white rice, fried rice, they have all different types of meats. You don't want to come to the buffet and get the same type of things, because if you do that, it's going to be boring. So I like people that bring something different to the table. Like I said, I work with anybody, but I'm looking for people that actually bring something that I don't bring, or what somebody else on my team don't bring. Like if you look at the team right now, and we going to merge, there's a lot of things in work, but me and TJ bring a dimension that I don't bring. So when we perform together, it's better. Just like when me and Fliz, when we on a song together, we bring 2 different dimensions. If you look at Fliz is more like Wyclef Jean. His new album sound like The Carnival. You look at TJ, you could say he's influenced by Nipsey Hussle. Country Buck, you met him. Like he got that song he got right now, Next to Me. Woo! And it's like, it brings a different dimension that I could never bring, but when we come together, it's like we form Voltron. We are our own different lions, but we form in Voltron, and that's what you want in an artist when you signing them or bringing them in, that you want to be able to make you stronger than what you was before.
Can you tell us about your pre-published book?
Oh, The Disconnect. Well, what happened with The Disconnect was, I used to be a therapist, or I used to do therapy and behavior specialist, and what happened is, I kept saying the same thing over and over, and I felt like I'm repeating myself, so I was like, you know what? If I come up with a book, let the people read it. Now they can come and tell me what they want me to help them with, instead of me exerting myself and draining myself trying to help them. Now I know how to help them. So basically, the first book was basically you as an individual, why you make the decisions you make, why you do what you do, why your results are the results. The second one talks about relationships, the relationships you choose, because you as an individual choose the people that you put in your life, whether it's professional or unprofessional, sexual or not sexual. You chose that person. Why did you choose that person? And it has to do with you as an individual. So if you say this person devalued you, did you devalue yourself first before that person devalued you? You gotta keep that in mind. And the third one is basically, and they called it destiny. And the reason why I said that is because, think about me and your story. I DM'd you and I would just say, oh, what it would take to get on your platform. You told me. Now my ego kicked in. I was like, I ain't doing that. But then, what did I tell you? I see you in April. It was destiny. Why? Because I was like, if it's meant for me and her to link up, it's gonna happen. And what happened, how we first come together? You came on my platform. So that was destiny for it to happen, because if it wasn't supposed to happen, it wouldn't have happened. So a lot of the things that happen in people's lives, They think it's just a coincidence. I never believed in coincidence. No, it was supposed to happen, because if it wasn't supposed to happen, it wouldn't have happened.
Right, right. And as an author, can you give your tips to someone else who may want to write a book, but they don't know where to start?
Honestly, get straight to the point. Get from A, B, C, D. Because what I love about what people said to me, they was to say, oh, these books should have been longer. So if you get people that excited when they wanted to read more, you got to the point. So again, get to the point, don't drag on, and believe in yourself. Believe in what you're writing. Believe in what you're typing, whatever you're doing. Believe in yourself, because if you don't believe it, why should other people believe it?
Right. And we spoke about, the other day, we actually spoke about A&Rs, right?
Yes.
Could you, first of all, can you explain what an A&R is? Because there's a lot of people who take on that title but don't know what they do. So you explain what an A&R is, and when is the right time for the artist to get an A&R?
You can, there's many words, artist relation, but A&R is basically a person that goes and scout talent. They develop the talent. They get you the right beats. They basically say, you know, a lot of artists, if you listen to their stories, they be like, I didn't know what 16 bars was because you was just rapping. They actually help and mold you to become the artist that most people you see today, because they teach you the structures of how to do a song, putting songs together, putting the right people. Like every question you just asked, A&R does that. So when they sit up there and say, you know what, well, according to your look, this is the direction you should go with your music. So they developing you as an artist. That's why they're important. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of the artists come out and they really don't have no direction, because they don't have these people helping them to develop. So they thinking, well, I got myself here. Okay, true, you got yourself here, but these people sometimes put in a position to put you to the next step. Because it's different when you with your friends is gonna love you, or you can even on a local level. But when you go to a state like Alabama, Florida, they look at things different. And that's what these people are actually preparing you for, to be receptive. In other cities, other states, other countries, and how you present yourself. So you got the publicists and everything, but who hooks you up with those people? A&Rs.
Okay. And you also have a podcast.
Oh yes, Don't Get Emotional.
So Don't Get Emotional. What can we expect to hear?
NCO and Clash of Podcasts. But each one, Don't Get Emotional, get more into relationships. Because like we just did a interview with CJ's father. I don't even like to say word interview, it's a conversation. We just had a conversation. CJ and his father didn't have a relationship as tight as he wanted it to be. So he never thought that his father would ever be on his platform. Look what happened. And it was destiny. Because when we came up with the platform in March, think about it, in August or July, his father was on his platform. And you can hear it in the interview, or in the conversation, he's like, I didn't know this was gonna happen, I didn't know this was gonna happen, but it's happening. So that's what Don't Get Emotional is about. Like, we like to talk about relationships, like single motherhood, people being single, how to find the right person. We got a song, episode called Are You a Worthy Opponent? And we break down what's a worthy opponent. And then on Clash of Podcasts, the rap podcast, we talking about rap, what's going on, current events in rap. So me, Charles, artist named Fliz, and now TJ's added. We talking about like what was just recently happened. Like I think the 600 Breezy,
his girlfriend,
yeah, she passed on, and it's like we was talking about that, like how the girlfriend of him came out and just belittled it. And we just like, now see me the way I think, I'm just like, you got to hear it from her side. She's the mother of the children. She said he's not there for them. And she's looking at the fact that he's crying over a woman that ain't blood related. But that's the love that he had right there at the moment. But she could feel a certain way. It's a different dimension, but that's basically what Don't Get Emotional do. In Clash, we'll talk about whatever's going on in rap, like who's the top. We got top rappers, albums that flop we just came out with recently. So we bring rappers and DJs on as a guest in that platform. So we got 2 different platforms, but it's all on the same network.
So if a guest wanted to come on, do you have a email that you could reach that?
You can hit us on on Instagram at 401, The Voice 401. We're welcome for everyone. It depends, like again, how does it fit? We had DJ Franchise on. That's a DJ perspective for what it is that we was doing. So if it fit, like we're gonna bring you on one time, because again, you have an outlook as an entrepreneur yourself, and as somebody that been in the industry and knows what's going on, you have an outlook that most people don't have. So you're presenting something that people can get that information from.
Right. And I also wanted to get into your clothing line, right? You have a clothing line.
Yes.
Can we see the shirt? Can you show us the shirt?
This right here, this was the first shirt that we did, but we got newer shirts coming.
Right.
Oh, you seen the designs.
Yeah.
So I don't want to put down this shirt, but what we did, we just got to start because we got the roles, we got the name going on. We established 2002. The podcast Don't Get Emotional, but the new shirts we got coming, it's if you see my outfit on the show I did with DJ Craze release party, that's how our new shirts is gonna be. So you can wash them a bunch of times and ain't nothing gonna happen to them. They're gonna still stay the same way. So I wanna make sure, one of the things I'm big on is quality and making sure that people's getting their money worth.
Right, right. And I was gonna ask you too, is it like a merch line or is it a fashion line?
We're gonna say fashion because we're gonna go through different things. Like I'm trying to get into, I like sweatsuits, so I'm trying to get into sweatsuits, jackets. TJ Saws is my designer. Y'all need to touch down with him, yo. He costs, but he's worth it. And that's who's designing my new shirts. And matter of fact, he did this shirt. So
are you gonna be designing stuff for women too, as well?
He got. If you go on Corleone Records, I'll be Corleone Clothing. He have clothing for women. Oh, we gonna do everything. But again, it's like it's a process because you want to get everything started up. Because you come up with everything out the gate and it doesn't move, what happens? People get frustrated. So you got to start somewhere first. Let them catch on. Let them get onto the name. Let them get onto the quality. Because when we first came up with these shirts, we came out with a bunch, and they going. I was like, yo, I wanted a pink one. We had navy blue, gray, white, black. Everybody wanted a black one. So you be thinking that everybody wanted the white one, but no, everybody wanted the black one. So sometimes it's better to get a pre-order, understand what people want, and then make it off of that. Because
I agree with that.
You should do that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. What's your number one business tip?
Believe in yourself, one, and then surround yourself with the right people. And the reason why that is important, that's so important, we talk about it on Don't Get Emotional. You are a reflection of the people you hang with, one. Two, if they don't believe in you, how you gonna achieve what you're gonna achieve? Like I tell people all the time, to become rich, you need an idea and people to support your idea. So if you don't got people supporting your idea, how you gonna become rich?
Right.
The idea is done. So if people don't even like your idea, who's going to support it? How you going to get it off the ground? So it's very important that you believe in yourself. You have the people around you that believe in yourself and want the best for you. Because if they don't want the best for you, you just set yourself up to be sabotaged before you even begin. And that's where a lot of things that we know, a lot of people that tried to do something that didn't work, why? Because people sabotaged it, messed it up, or said something bad to them. They just like, I don't believe in myself no more.
Right.
So you have to believe in yourself, and you have to be surrounded by the right people, because it doesn't matter what people say outside your circle, as long as your circle is saying, yo, you got this, you're going to do what you got to do. You believe in me to put me in this chair, but I believe in myself to believe I belong in this chair.
Yeah, for sure.
Ta-da.
What's next for Dante Martin?
Honestly, God said I set the times and places for you to be, so perhaps you seek me. So whatever direction God has for me to go, that's where I'm going to go. But right now, like I was telling you off camera, but I can say it on camera, I'm in negotiation with investing in a movie. We're going to Alabama to expand, evolve ourselves. We're going to Atlanta. My plan is to go to California. So what I want to do, that's what I'm trying to do. Honestly, I'm trying to help other people fulfill their dreams and goals, because I fulfilled mine. I fulfilled my goals. I want to help others. That's one of the reasons why we did the enterprise. This is for CJ.
Right.
Help CJ fulfill something that he never fulfilled. He never thought he would be doing this. So when you help somebody else, it also helps you. So what I see myself doing is helping other people get where they need to be, and hopefully they bring me along for the ride.
I like that. Now, I wanted to thank you so much for coming on my show. I appreciate you coming. Before we go, could you give us your socials? YouTube, Instagram, all that good stuff.
Instagram at The Voice 401. You can find me on Facebook, Dante Martin. And again, you see me out on the streets, you can talk to me. I'll give you information. I help you in the best way I can. That's all I know how to do, is to help others, because remember, someone helped me get in the position I am. You helping me right now. So until we learn that, we're not going to get where we're trying to go. And it was just going to be a hamster wheel, running in a circle, completing nothing, accomplishing nothing. So.
Thank you again. I appreciate it. Everybody, that's not the last time you're going to hear from Dante Martin. But before we go, we're going to see a special performance from Dante Martin. And we will see you next time on Remi TV.
Dante Martin, COBMG, Coleon Records, The Enterprise. Yes, listen. Y'all gonna know the name Inferno. Y'all gonna know the name Inferno. Y'all gonna know the name Inferno. Who is it? It's Dante, baby. It's D to the A to the N to the T-E. Why y'all dudes think y'all can play me? CPS on my forehead. Know y'all wanna plug me with hollow tips from your joysticks. Can't be hit cause I don't sit. Now tell me, how you gonna hit a moving target? Move like you, Hall, stay on my grind. Feel like Tony Montana, the world is mine. So I take yours to get where I need to be. Your shine, respect, doesn't matter to me. This hunting season, y'all are the targets. What's hard work for you to me? Just practice when it comes to spitting on top of my game. Chasing after the fame will run you out the game. Need to establish your name first. That's why your career and life support need a nurse. Doctor, we losing him. Who's he to be exact? Didn't have what it take, man, face to face. No buzz, no love, no spin in the club, no airplay, no yes man, nobody to hug. Losers, y'all gonna know the name Inferno. Y'all gonna know the name Inferno. Y'all gonna know the name Inferno. Who is it? It's Dante, baby, yeah. Y'all gonna know the name Inferno. Y'all gonna know the name Inferno. Y'all gonna know the name Inferno. Who is it? It's Dante, baby. Second time around, y'all know how it's going down. Y'all getting up for what I'm saying now. Move the crowd like pepper gas, put me on blast. First time seeing me won't be your last. Call me general, the way y'all stand attention. Our eyes on me like Pac when y'all listen. Hands in the air, there's a party up in here. It's my birthday next year. You think I can? Party like it's today, gifted with the lyrics. Inferno's the name, don't forget it. Dante. Remi TV. Yeah. Let's go. Time to get my grown man on. For sure. Can you turn me up some, please? No Timbs and sneakers. Thank you. Let's bring out the shoes, How y'all doing out there? Lovely day. Beautiful moment. Listen. Ladies. Yeah. If you sexy and you know it, clap your hands. If you sexy and you know it, clap your hands. If you sexy and you know it and you really want to show it, I'm him, listen, yeah. It's D to the A to the N-T-E, representing C-O-B. I'm him, I'm him, I'm him, listen. Feeling old, want someone to make you feel young. Bored, nice alone, just want to have fun. Ladies, I'm him, I'm him, I'm him. I'm him. Need someone to take you out time to time. Candlelight dinners, drink a little wine. Ladies, I'm him. I'm him. I'm him. I'm him. Your last boyfriend made you feel like a victim. Don't go thinking every man like him, cause we ain't all the same. Have different names and all don't play the same games. This separate men from boys. Boys still play. Men handle their BI every day. Know you heard that before. What's the difference? The difference is Dante speaking. Can't promise to be perfect. Will try my best. Gave them a chance, put me to the test. Let me fail on my own before you judge. Just because I'm a man, don't hold a grudge. Take time to get to know me. Let's be friends. Still hurting to be talking relationship. So here's where I close my mouth. Before I do, can I take you out? Feeling old, want someone to make you feel young. Bored, nice alone, just wanna have fun. Ladies, I'm him. I'm him. I'm him. I'm him. Need someone to take you out time to time. Candlelight dinners, drink a little wine. Yeah, I'm him. I'm him. I'm him. It's Dante, baby.
Silence, Claudia Jordan, asking you to support a fellow Rhode Islander and check out Remi TV. That's right, Remi TV.
Hey,
Make
y'all,
sure
it's your girl Maya.